Sharanu Sharanathuru. Dear students, today I am going to discuss third chapter, Understanding Quadrilaterals. Introduction to shapes. A shape is the form of an object or its external boundary, outline, or external surface, as opposed to other properties such as color, texture, or material composition in mathematics. These are various kinds of shapes. Below are a few examples, which is plane surface, curved surface, sphere, cone, cylinder, etc. Now we have some definitions related to quadrilaterals. First one is curve. What do you mean by curve? A curve is a line or outline which gradually deviates from being straight for some or all of its length. See, it is a curve is a line. It is a line. Basically, line is also a curve. Okay, or outline gradually deviates from being state. Like first it will be state only. Gradually, it is being state for some or all. It deviates. So this is nothing but what curve. This is curve for some or all of its length. Next, a simple curve does not cross itself at any point. It is nothing but if you have to take one curve here, it will not intersect, like it will be like only, it will not intersect at any point. If it intersect at any point, it is not simple curve. Next one is a closed curve. A closed curve is a curve with no endpoints and which completely encloses an area. Means it closes, it may be circle or this is also a closed, all these are closed. Okay, so closed, enclosed means so no portion will be exterior, all will be interior. That is nothing but what? So will end like that. Now some types of curves and figures. Simple curve that is not closed. See, this is simple closed. Started from here, okay, but not closed. It is open curve. Next, not a simple curve. See, intersected at one point, so it is not a simple curve. Third one is simple closed curve. See, this circle is a simple closed curve. Next, closed curve that is not simple. Closed, no doubt, this is a closed curve, but that is not a simple. Why this is not a simple? Because intersected at one point, so it is not a simple. It is not a simple. Now, next is the portion covered by a closed curve. Inside it is called interior of a curve, and exterior is exterior of the curve. See, this is interior, and this part is exterior of the curve, exterior of the polygon or curve. Next, important definitions. Polygons. What are polygons? A simple closed curve. Polygons are nothing but what? A simple closed curve made up of only line segments. Made up of only line segments. See, these are curves that are polygons. Means these are curves are made up of only line segments. So these are polygons. See, curves that are not polygons because these are not simple closed. These are not simple. See, intersected at one point, it is not closed. This is also not simple curve because intersected at one point. So these are not uh, polygons. These are polygons. Next, polygons are classified based on various factors included below, indicated below. Based on first condition is based on the number of their sides or vertices. How many sides will be there in the given polynomial? Based on that, we have some types. If it is three sides, the name is triangle. If it is four sides, quadrilateral. If it is a five sides, pentagon. 6 sides hexagon, 7 sides heptagon, 8 sides octagon, 10 sides decagon, 9 sides nonagon, n sides in generally n-gon. N-gon. These are some types of polygons based on number of sides or vertices present in the given polynomial. Next type is based on the portion of the diagonals. Portion of the diagonals in exteriors, whether exterior or interior. If exterior, what is the name? And if interior, what is the name? Convex polygon. Convex polygons, those which have no portion of their diagonals in their exterior. Means all diagonals must be interior. See this? See this is the quadrilateral. If you have to draw a diagonal is nothing but a line joining between two non-conjugative vertices. Two non-conjugative vertices. These two are conjugative means continuous vertices. These two are non-conjugative vertices. If all diagonals will be interior of the polygon, see this diagram. So all diagonals will be interior of the polygon. We have to say those are convex polygons. Convex polygons. See, all diagonals, either two or more than two diagonals, will be interior of the polygon. Next one is concave polygon. This is the opposite of convex. Those which have at least one portion of their diagonals is interior, sorry, exterior. All these are interior, convex. Any one diagonal or more than one diagonal will be exterior. See, this is a diagonal exterior here, diagonal interior. No doubt one more diagonal will be inside, but one or more than one diagonal will be exterior means that is concave polygon. Concave. Based on the diagonals are interior or exterior. These are the type concave and convex polygons. Next, based on sides and angle between the vertices. Angle between the vertices. We have two types. Those are regular polygon and irregular polygon. Regular and irregular polygon. A regular polygon is equiangular, means angle between any two vertices is equal and equilateral. Length of each vertex is equal. If equiangular and equilateral word comes, we have to say that is a regular polygon. Example, regular polygons means equal sides. Equilateral triangle is example for regular polygon. Next square. Next you want means regular pentagon, regular pentagon, regular hexagon, and so on. And so on. All sides must be equal and all angles must be equal. Rectangle is not a regular because in rectangle opposite sides are equal only, but all angles are equal. Only opposite sides are equal. So rectangle is not a regular. Next, irregular polygons means opposite of regular. All sides are not equal or angles are not equal is nothing but a irregular polygon. Opposite of regular is irregular polygon. Now some problems. Classify the figures means these are the definitions we have learned already. Simple curve, simple closed curve, polygon, convex polygon, concave polygon. We have to differentiate now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 diagrams given here. We need to differentiate. First one is simple curve. Simple curve means the point will not intersect at any point. See, these all are simple curves because will not intersect at any point. Simple closed means all these are simple closed only. Again, all these are simple closed only. Polygon in these which are made up of only line segments. These three are made up of only line segments, so these are polygon. Next, convex polygon. Convex polygon is nothing but all the diagonals are interior of the polygon. All the diagonals are interior of the polygon. Concave polygon means some one or more than one diagonal should be exterior. See, here diagonals are exterior of the polygon. So these are convex polygon. After this, diagonals. What are diagonals? We need to understand. Diagonal is a line segment. It is a line segment connecting two non-conjugative vertices of a polygon. Non-conjugative means not continuous. Conjugative means continuous. See here, P, Q are conjugative. Q, R are conjugative. R and S are conjugative. S and P are conjugative vertices. If you have to join these two, you will get side up a quadrilateral. If you have to join two non-conjugative like P and R and Q and S, you will get a diagonal. Diagonal is nothing but what? It is a line segment connecting or joining between two non-conjugative vertices of a polygon. See, S and Q are non-conjugative. If you have to join these two, it gives diagonal. So here diagonal is given. Next, some problems based on this. Now, how many diagonals does each of the following have? This is very important. How many diagonals can be drawn? If it is just quadrilateral, easily you can find just two diagonals can be found by using this diagram. Very easy. Two diagonals. If it is a regular hexagon, 9 diagonals. It is very difficult to count numbers now. So we have one formula to remember. In case of triangle, no diagonals. We need to use this formula n into n minus 3 divided by 2. N into n minus 3 divided by 2, where n is number of sides or number of vertices. Number of sides or vertices, number of vertices in this formula. If it is having four sides, you have to use 4 in place is 4. 4 into 4 minus 3 divided by 2. That gives us 4 into 4 minus 3 is 1 divided by 2. That gives us 2 ones are 2 twos are. We have two diagonals in a quadrilateral. If it is 6, means in place of n 6 you have to write 6 into 6 minus 3 divided by 2. That gives us 6 into 6 minus 3 is 3 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2 threes are. So 3 into 3 gives us 9. See, it is very easy for us to remember and find number of diagonals in any polygon. So what is the formula? This is the formula. N into n minus 3 divided by 2. This is the formula to find number of sides for number of diagonals in a given polygon. Remember this formula. After this, one more important concept is angle sum property. How to find sum of interior angle of any polygon. If it is a triangle, three sides, so it can be written as 3 minus 2 into 180, that is 180 degree already you know. If it is a quadrilateral, we have four sides, that is 4 minus 2 into 180, that is 360 degree. If it is in generally n gone, n minus 2 into 180 degree. This is the formula we should remember. N minus 2 into 180 degree is sum of interior angle of any polygon. This formula can be used to find sum of any interior angle in a given polygon. Here n is again number of sides or vertices. If it is see whether it holds for quadrilateral or not. No. If it is a quadrilateral, we have to use 4 is the n value. 4 minus 2 into 180 degree. 4 minus 2 is nothing but 2 into 180. 2 into 180 is 360 degree. 360 degree. See, yes, it holds for all the values, not only quadrilateral. So we have to remember sum of interior angle of any polygon can be found by using this formula n minus 2 into 180 degree. So some problems we have. What is the sum of the measures of the angle of a convex quadrilateral? Will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not concave, not convex? So these problems will be solved or discussed in exercise part. I'll discuss all these while solving exercise questions.